It's one of the important question in the interviews. Do we need to use the positions? Whenever we are implementing Fusion HCM, the jobs are mandatory. We must implement the jobs for the clients, but positions are optional. It's not mandate. So where do we configure that? Yes, positions are mandatory. We must to configure the positions also for this implementation. Where exactly we will configure that? Okay. So that's the task name is this one. We have to come to the task name called establish enterprise structures. Go to establish enterprise structures. And we have to choose the enterprise structure, whatever we have configured. Click the button, configure jobs and position structure. We wanted to explore the new structures, replace the employees once they terminated from the enterprise. Here we can go for specify. No, I want to use positions and hierarchies for reporting. If I check this radio button, positions are going to be mandatory. If I say, no, I don't want positions, I just need only the jobs, we can use the first option. Yes, I want to use jobs and personal supervisors. Personal supervisor is nothing but employee and manager hierarchy. There is no question of position hierarchy. If X employee submit any transaction for approval, whoever is the manager, that person is going to approval or reject. Okay. So if we enable this option, I want to use positions and hierarchies for reporting, then it's going to be available here. Okay. This is the option where we will configure. The positions are mandated. One of the important question, where do you configure these options over here? Click next button. And here we can see that position attributes at enterprise level, job attributes at enterprise level. Attributes are nothing but a fields. Attributes are nothing but a fields. When the organizations wants to capture the information, we will use the fields, nothing but attributes. For example, if you want to capture the position name, how many attributes you would like to use? Just position name is enough, or you want to use position code, name, and location. Depends on the requirement. We can go for configure. I would like to go ahead with only position name at enterprise level. Text data type. Same thing for job also. Would like to use only one attribute, a job name. That is it. But now client is telling that some of the business units, this is at enterprise level, we have configured the structure. Structure means group of attributes. Okay. So configured at enterprise level, this structure, position structure, as well as the job structure. But when it comes at some specific business units, then we will be using the context option. Context is nothing but a specific scenario. Some of the business units, they wanted to have two attributes to capture the position. So choose those business units here. We do not have any business units in this enterprise structure, it seems. Okay. For jobs, we will use reference data sets. Choose your reference data set and define this. Job code, and we would like to have job name. That's like this, we can define the context based on some specific business unit or specific reference data set. Now here system is asking for the business unit when it comes for position, but when it comes for job, system is asking reference data set. Because we already discussed in our global HR implementation saying that positions will be configured directly to the business unit, but the jobs will be configured through reference data set. So job is set ID object, which we cannot assign directly to the business unit. It should be assigned through reference data set. The reason is very simple. Positions are different from one business unit to another business unit. So we will directly interact with the client, gather the list of positions for every business unit, and we'll go ahead with configuration individually. But when it comes for jobs, most of the jobs are common for the business unit. So instead of creating multiple types, these jobs for every business unit, we'll just group these jobs and attach to business unit. How you will go for assign this? Through reference data set. Create a jobs, group as a reference data set, assign this reference data set to the business unit. Finally, whether it is job or position, it has to be assigned for the business unit only. But positions will be assigned directly, jobs will be assigned through reference data set indirectly. That's why it is asking for reference data set. Okay, so this is about the configuration of job structure and position structure, how we can configure that the positions are mandatory, how to configure this jobs at reference data set level, different structure, positions at business unit level, different if we have any specific requirements. Okay.